Samsung's exciting tri-fold phone might arrive this year, but there's a catch. Samsung has something truly groundbreaking in the works, a tri-fold phone that could redefine the foldable category. Whispers and leaks have been slowly trickling out, and now it's looking more and more likely that this futuristic device could launch by the end of the year. While official details are still scarce, a few intriguing pieces of information have surfaced in recent months, giving us a glimpse of what's to come. The latest development comes courtesy of China's 3C certification process, and it brings with it a dose of both excitement and disappointment. According to the listing, Samsung's upcoming trifold, carrying the model number SMF9680, will support just 25-watt wired fast charging. Yes, you read that right, only 25 watt. Tempering expectations. Don't expect light and fast charging. The 3C certification confirms that Samsung's China-bound trifold device will use the familiar EPTA800 charger, the same one Samsung has been using for years, maxing out at 25 watt. And that's where things start to feel a bit underwhelming. While we're all hoping for cutting-edge innovation from this new form factor, it seems like charging speeds aren't getting any love. This isn't entirely surprising, though. Samsung has stubbornly stuck with 25-watt fast charging for its premium foldables, including the upcoming Galaxy Z Fold 7, which likely won't change that trend. What's frustrating is that even Samsung's mid-range Galaxy F56 supports 45-watt charging, leaving us wondering why the trifold, a flagship innovation, is being left behind. The competition is charging ahead, literally. And here's the real sting. Huawei's Mate X-T Ultimate, another trifold already on the market, supports a blazing 66-watt fast charging. On paper, Samsung's device risks looking outdated before it even hits the shelves. In the end, while the idea of a Samsung trifold phone is electrifying, its charging capabilities might leave power users wanting more. Let's just hope the rest of the device makes up for this letdown, because with something this futuristic, we want everything to feel next-gen. The excitement around the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold is building, but the foldable masterpiece has yet to be fully unveiled. Still, all signs point to 2025 being the year Samsung finally enters the world of triple-folding smartphones. While Huawei claimed the first-to-market crown with its bold Mate X-T Ultimate design in 2024, its lack of Google Apps and restricted global availability means many fans are still eagerly waiting for a truly accessible triple-foldable, and Samsung might just be the one to deliver that dream. Historically, Samsung reveals its next-gen foldables every summer, and if that pattern holds, we might be just a few months away from witnessing something truly revolutionary. The Galaxy G Fold, or whatever the final name turns out to be. So far, whispers, leaks, and patents have given us glimpses, and we've gathered them all in one place to give you the full picture of what could be Samsung's most ambitious device yet. Samsung has toyed with the concept of triple-folding phones since at least 2023 with patents to prove it. But this time, it feels real. Rumors aren't just swirling, they're accelerating. After a no-show in 2024, trusted insiders are now confidently pointing to a 2025 debut, and excitement is reaching a fever pitch. One key shift that's fueling the buzz, the potential new name. Instead of sticking with the familiar Galaxy Z branding, Samsung might launch this as the Galaxy G Fold, a name change that hints at a fresh identity and perhaps a new era of foldables. Pricing, however, remains a bit of a wild card. Considering the $1,900 price tag of the Galaxy Z Fold 6 and factoring in the added complexity of a triple-hinged design, we could be looking at a device that costs well north of $2,500. For context, Huawei's Mate X-T is already priced around $2,800, so Samsung may aim high as well. But here's the bittersweet part. Leaks suggest the G Fold might only launch in limited quantities, possibly confined to Korea and China. That means fans in the US, UK, and Australia might be left waiting, perhaps until a second-gen version with wider availability finally arrives. That said, Samsung's July Galaxy Unpacked event is still expected to spotlight the Galaxy Z Fold 7 and Z Flip 7. While there's no concrete indication that the G Fold will join them on stage, never say never. Surprises do happen, and this one would make a huge splash. Right now, we're light on hard specs, but a few interesting tidbits have surfaced. The Galaxy G Fold is expected to fold inward, much like its Z Fold siblings, which means it should feature a dedicated cover screen, unlike the outward-folding Mate X-T, which doubles its main display as the front screen when folded. Size-wise, the G Fold might open up to a stunning 10 inches, with a cover display around 6.49 inches. That would put it in the same ballpark as Huawei's offering and comfortably larger than the Galaxy Z Fold 6. However, a head-scratcher, the G Fold might not support the S Pen, at least not this time around. Both displays are rumored to lack the necessary digitizer layer, meaning no stylus functionality, which is surprising given Samsung's long-standing push for S Pen integration on foldables. But hey, this is a first-gen product. Maybe Samsung is choosing to walk before it runs. Camera specs are still in the shadows, but if the G Fold mirrors the rumored Galaxy Z Fold 7 layout, we could see a 200-megapixel main shooter, 12-megapixel ultra-wide, and a 10-megapixel telephoto with 3x zoom. Stealthy fans might get a 12-megapixel front camera on the cover and a hidden 4-megapixel under-display camera inside. There's no confirmed word on chipset or storage, but if Samsung sticks to its playbook, expect the blazing fast Snapdragon 8 Elite for Galaxy, 12 gigs of RAM, and at least 256 gigs of storage. As for the battery, the form factor adds complexity. Huawei packed a 5,600 mAh cell into its Mate XT, so here's hoping Samsung can match or beat that with a clever internal layout. Charging. Rumor has it the G Fold will stick to 25 watt, which feels a bit underwhelming, especially when Samsung has 45-watt charging tech it could use instead. Triple foldables are still in their infancy. We saw early experiments at MWC 2025, but nothing quite like what Samsung is apparently cooking up. As pioneers of the foldable movement, Samsung has the experience, and now it seems the ambition, to lead this next chapter. We're still waiting on more concrete leaks, but just knowing Samsung is seriously developing a trifold device is enough to keep the hype alive. If it launches this year and hits the ground running, polished, powerful, and problem-free, it could be the next big leap in mobile innovation. And if that means we have to wait a little longer for perfection, honestly, we're okay with that. The wait may soon be over. According to a fresh new report, Samsung might unveil its next-generation foldables, the Galaxy Z Fold 7 and Z Flip 7, in early July, possibly at a dazzling event in New York City. Yes, you read that right. Samsung could be returning to the Big Apple after a 3-year break. Leaks about the Galaxy Z Fold 7 and Z Flip 7 have been pouring in from all corners of the internet, giving us a fairly vivid picture of what to expect: sleeker designs, upgraded internals, and a taste of Samsung's software magic. But one major piece of the puzzle has remained frustratingly vague: the launch date. Well, it looks like we finally have a clearer view, and excitement is building fast. According to Zhongming, Samsung is planning to hold its next big Galaxy Unpacked event in early July, and all signs point to a New York stage. For reference, the Z Flip 6 and Fold 6 were launched on July 10, 2024, a Wednesday. Interestingly, Samsung has a habit of picking Wednesdays for its summer foldable events. That narrows down our guesses to either July 2 or July 9, both Wednesdays, though nothing is set in stone just yet. If true, this would mark Samsung's first US-based foldables event since the Galaxy Z Flip 4 and Z Fold 4, after which the company shifted to Seoul, South Korea, and then Paris for the Fold 5 and Fold 6 reveals. A return to New York would certainly be a symbolic full circle and a statement. But the excitement doesn't stop at the foldables. The report suggests Samsung may also reveal a brand new Galaxy Watch and, perhaps more intriguingly, its first Android XR-based headset, a clear move toward the future of immersive tech. There's even word of a teaser for the long-rumored Galaxy Z Flip Fan Edition, an affordable clamshell foldable that could bring this exciting tech to even more users. And if you're into the bleeding edge, Samsung may also hint at a trifold phone to rival Huawei's Mate XT. Let that sink in. As for the stars of the show, the Fold 7 and Flip 7. Here's what we know so far. The Galaxy Z Fold 7 is shaping up to be a productivity beast, rumored to feature a 6.5-inch cover screen and an 8.2-inch main display. Camera upgrades are in the pipeline, while battery and charging speeds might stay the same. It's been spotted on Geekbench, powered by the blazing fast Snapdragon 8 Elite for Galaxy chip and One UI 8 based on Android 16. That's huge, as it hints Samsung might launch its next-gen software skin alongside the Fold. Meanwhile, the Z Flip 7 is expected to sport a larger 4-inch cover screen, improving usability without flipping open the device. Inside, we may get a 6.85-inch display. It's still unclear whether it will use the Snapdragon chip or Samsung's in-house Exynos processor. Both phones are expected to support 25-watt charging, which feels a little underwhelming in 2025, but we're likely looking at 12 gigs of RAM, at least 256 gigs of storage, and of course, Galaxy Artificial Intelligence, Samsung's growing suite of smart features. It's an exciting time, but also a critical one. The foldable market has hit a rough patch recently, with some analysts predicting a slow 2025. That said, things could turn around quickly, especially with rumors of Apple working on its own foldable iPhone, possibly landing next year. Samsung's upcoming event, foldables, and ecosystem products are poised to make a splash, and maybe even redefine the direction of the entire foldable category. Buckle up, because this summer might just be one for the history books. Thank you for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed our video. If you haven't already, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel. By subscribing, you'll stay updated with our latest videos covering tech trends, gadgets,